Hi everybody, Mars here, the teaching professional at Southwark Park Golf Club. This week's little video is a short game one, and if you've ever had a short game lesson with me, one of the things that I will try and get you to focus in on is where do I want to land the ball. Seems obvious, but I find people get fixated on where the flag is, but that's the secondary part. If you hit your landing area regularly, then you will get used to how far that ball runs out, and then you can be much more accurate with your pitching and chipping. So I'm going to do a few shots with a few different clubs. So if we start off with a nice little safe chip and run, for the higher handicappers of you, definitely this is a good option because you should almost guarantee to be straight. It's just judging distance again. So landing area is about a metre short, I think, to play a good shot from here. So you might have to do 2 or 3 practice swings. Try and use that time to feel distance. How hard am I going to have to hit this to hit my landing area? So let's have a go at this one. Okay, squeezed it to the right a little bit, but hit my spot. The aim here surely has to be, can I give myself a chance to hole a putt and save my par, bogey, whatever that score might be. Once you've done that, then that's good. Do you know what I mean? It keeps your game very alive if you can just keep that short game really tidy. Let's crank it up one notch. So I'm going to go pitching wedge. Now there's loads of you that are like, I'm going to do all my pitching with a pitching wedge. It's got a P on the bottom. A modern club, your pitching wedge is probably a gap wedge really, so because the lofts are so strong. So just look at pitching wedges. I'm just going to pitch this further up the green. Just look at this as one of your chipping tools, and the advantage of this is now I can probably chip it onto the green, taking out the variable of maybe an uneven bounce. Good landing spot hit again. You sort of get used to how each club reacts. Okay, and on to a sand iron now. Probably my choice from here, I think, because I can pitch it fully onto the green, avoiding that little upslope, and should get an even bounce. Probably the least best option from here. So anyone with a lob wedge having a waft from here is very brave. Maybe if it's the one you practice with all the time, you'll get very good at it. The problem is you've got to put quite a bit of more speed through it. So if you thin it a little bit or get it wrong, it's going to be wrong. The plus is you can pitch it much further up the green. So I can pitch this relatively fully. Okay, so I don't know if you can see those shots. They're so good. They're so good. But like I said to you, what my aim for you all is, can I give myself a chance to make that up and down and move on to the next hole feeling pretty good. So I reckon I can, even with my dodgy putting, probably make 2 of those 4. So yeah, landing area. A good little tip for you, go on the practice ground, buy a hula hoop, throw it onto the green and see how many you can chip into the hula hoop and see how it releases out towards the hole. You'll soon get your eye tuned into where do I need to land that ball. And of course this is changing all the time with the ground conditions, so now it's firmed up, there's going to be a lot more roll and release on each shot. So start using a nice soft ball, no need for any really hard top flights and molitors and Dunlops. You need to use something with a bit of give in it now, otherwise you won't get the control around the greens. So thanks for watching. Any problems with your chipping? I'm your man. Hi there everybody, Mars here, the teaching professional at Southwark Park. Just done a quick chipping video, so I thought I'd try and play the second. I haven't done it as part of my review of holes. It's a great hole. 1 and 2 is such a difficult start, so if you've made a 4 up the first, fantastic, and now you find yourself on a par 3 that's 185 yards, so tricky. I find this quite a difficult hole. It just seems like there's not much in front of the green to sort of gauge distance, and then you've got these bunkers on the left and right, so I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. I'm going to try a little That's all right. Hang on a second, let me pick the bag up. So yeah, 6-iron, thought that was the shot, came out really nice actually. It's, I don't know whether it's stopped in time. But anyway, let's talk about the second. It's a tricky shot off all the tees. I think if you're straight, you haven't got too much of a challenge, I guess. But those bunkers are quite well positioned, especially the one on the right. So if you've got a little fade off the tee, that'll probably put you in that bunker. Anyway, it's a lovely evening. It's Tuesday, there's not a soul out here. And yeah, that was all right. So I've just made a little chipping video. Went okay, since I haven't played much. Can't see if that's gone a bit too far or not. It was an all right shot. Everyone says here the greens don't stop sometimes, but no greens stop when it gets this dry. Not making excuses for myself too soon, but I think it's right at the back of the green. Well, it'll be a hard working par with me and my dodgy putting. Oh, the flag's right at the front. Okay, I reckon I should have hit 7 because I didn't realise it was right at the front there. It's an alright shot. Anyway, I hope all the people watching this have renewed their membership at Southwark. It's a great club, it's going places, the greenkeeper's doing fantastic things. Actually, that's not too bad. And the future is bright. No golf utopia out there. Wherever you join is going to have some sort of little problem. There's not that many here, is there? Very sadly, I have left my putter back in the shop. That was not a... I'm going to repair my pitch mark in a minute. So going home from the chipping video, you can just belly a wedge sometimes. Definitely take a 3 here. Starting to lose the light a little bit. Forgot to turn my camera on the third. So I just talked to nobody. I just talked to myself rather. I haven't been up on the fourth for ages on this back tee, and I just was curious to know if the 7 wood was a good option off the tee for me. So while I'm here, just try and play something safe-ish. That's all right, it's good, I think. Keep having these discussions with people about 7 woods and should you have a 7 wood and you know who shouldn't. Now, I really do believe you're not allowed to say sexist things anymore. Every woman should have one, so I asked to say it. And I think the majority of men should have one now. Because the long iron's so hard to hit, they're so strong. I've got a 4-iron on my bag, and when I look down at it, it just reminds me of an old Titleist 2-iron I used to have. So yeah, I think as the great club maker Jason McNiven used to say to everyone, loft is your friend. So, and that sort of makes sense really. The higher the lofted club, really, the easier it's going to be to use. So yeah, loft is your friend. So a little cheeky 7 wood. It's one of those things that you look down at it, it's got so much loft on it, you feel like it's going to be hard to hit a really bad shot with it. So back tee of the 4th, probably. Could be a nice safe option really. Am I recording? Yeah, good. So yeah, nice evening, no one out here. It's getting a bit, the dusk is going. What I was saying when I nearly videoed the 3rd is, I like it when you come round the corner to the 2nd, from the 2nd to the 3rd, because you get your first perspective of the great views of Southwark really, and port's down here in the distance and this big bowl that we're in, and I can see like a big bird of prey over there. So yeah, it's a beautiful little bit of Hampshire, really, isn't it? It's should get Emily to start making some paintings of this place, because you know, it's like a constable or a turner down here, just with golf. I hit this 7-wood down here thinking it was all right, and I was sort of pretty pleased with it, but I can't see it at all. Oh, it's quite short. Yeah, didn't realise it was quite that short. That's not very good. Okay, either I didn't catch that very well, or it's just the wrong club. I need more. I haven't even got a good lie. Oh, this is going to be a hard working par. Oh, Jesus, why did I hit that club off here? Might just go quiet for a minute while I concentrate on this, because you know, otherwise I'm going to lose a ball. Come on, 7 would be enough. I have my doubts. Combination of my eyesight and the gloom, I actually don't know where that is exactly. It left just to the right of the flag, but I don't think it would have gone on the green. So yeah, I thought I'd hit on something there with a 7-wood iron. I'm going to come and do that again another day, because I probably should have get it out into the fairway a bit better than that. So yeah, that was poor. I don't know, people keep telling me I go over the trees and things like that, and I just looked at that shot thinking I'm definitely not going over those trees, but I'll have to come and play with someone that can do it, because I'll be impressed. I mean, I have seen obviously people from the Elities get right down to the stream, so it's just when you play and you think, is that the shot? To be so brave and try and sort of hook it round or whatever you might. Can't see it. Maybe it didn't get over the water. I'm getting old and tired. I can't see anything. Or maybe I'm just flown the green and it's on the 5th tee. I mean, probably that's what's happened. But anyway, great hole the 4th, because it's a real card wrecker, isn't it? You know, especially if you're going quite nicely and then find yourself trying to lay up and you get your layup wrong, and yeah, good hole, good hole. Worthy of being stroke index 1. I think it's probably harder to get a par on the 16th for me, because that tiny little green and the crazy tee shot you've got from the whites. I think if the 16th was on the front 9, it would be stroke index 1. Yeah, no sign of a golf ball. Probably in the bunker, I think. Maybe. We're in the hole. Never tell, can you? Once played with a mate of mine in the fog at Rowlands Castle. Just clattered into the flag. We're looking all around the green and there she was, stuck in the hole. In the bunker. Yeah, well, let's just keep going and see if we can make a par. Just needs a good bunker shot. Difficult bunker shot, no real green to work with here, so yeah, just pushed it a bit. It looked like the distance looked pretty good. Because I've got not much landing here, I'm going to go lob wedge. But, yeah. And a rubbish lie. That was a good shot, wasn't it? I'm getting the greenkeepers want you to leave this rake in the bunker. Why? Because if you chuck it there, they've got to get off the mower and keep moving it, and it's just delays time. So all that extra time they don't need to waste on that. They can be doing something great for the course. So yeah, tidy up after yourselves, pop her back in. I am going to go and putt that, but with my 60-degree wedges sole plate. Yeah, when you look at that shot, you wouldn't think you could stop it short, but actually it's a bit longer than I thought. It was a good shot though, wasn't it? Come on, a little bit of credit after two very average ones. Thanks everyone, see you next week.